Okay, we are recording. All right. Welcome to another Into the Forgotten Realms. And we have a new member, Wade. He's going to be, or he's a new member, but he's new to us. Playing Wade. Welcome, Wade.
Hello.
Okay. Last time we were all together, we had just shut the druid up, and we were eating like the Avengers, having shawarma, except we were eating brie and ale. It's now the next morning. You guys have gone to your room, retired. It's now the next morning. There is a loud thumping in the hallway, and it is coming from down the hall, and it is a very loud thumping on a door. It is Brenor's door. Brenor, there's someone beating your door.
Brenner will grumpily get up and open the door. What is it?
Sorry to disturb you, good sir. It's the innkeep. You have someone here who wishes to speak to you. They are downstairs.
Let me get my stuff together and I'll be right down.
Very good, sir. And just so you guys know, the innkeep's name is Jungo Hunhanda, and he's the owner of the Stone Stallion. And he immediately departs down the hall.
Does my room have a window?
Yes.
Can I? I want to open it and see how far the drop is.
Okay. You are on the second story.
So
you're looking at about.
As I look at it, does it look like I can easily land on the ground, or do I think it's going to be an idiotic move?
Well, it's 12 feet in the air. 15 feet in the air. Actually, with it being out the window, you're looking at something more like akin to, about 15 feet.
Definitely twist an ankle height.
Yeah. I guess I'm not gonna. I figured I was gonna try to at least come up behind whoever was wanting to talk to us.
Oh, see, he's gonna be fun already. Can you see? He's gonna awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Okay, Brenor, what do you wish to do?
He'll get his things together and head downstairs.
Okay, you're going by yourself?
Yeah, he'll go by himself.
Okay.
I'm gonna at least gather my stuff.
Okay. Because you heard the racket?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm assuming we hear it through the door. That's why I'm.
Yes, you can all hear what's going on. So Brenor goes out, and he goes downstairs, and downstairs is a dwarven acolyte, and the dwarf walks up to you, bows his head, and says, "Sir Brenor, Tarsik wishes all of you to attend immediately at the sheriff's office."
We'll be there as quickly as we can get Russell together.
Very good. And he said, "Don't make me wait." I'm sorry, sir.
I understand.
And so the acolyte runs out the door and starts heading down the road.
Brenner will very quickly buy a wheel of cheese from the innkeep.
Okay. That's going to be
What's that?
3 coppers.
Okay. He'll get 3 coppers for the wheel of cheese. Head back upstairs and start rustling everybody up and tell them to get ready post haste.
Okay.
We have been summoned to the sheriff.
Okay. Go to each door.
Yeah, I go knock each door and won't open. Just say, lads, get your stuff together. Except on the one door, which I'll say, lass, get your
Okay.
stuff together. We've been summoned by the constable.
Right.
Aldrich says, Wade, what did you do now?
I have absolutely no clue.
With food in his mouth.
Okay.
And when our guest druid comes out, I will hand him the wheel of cheese and say, "Here, lad, here's your own wheel of cheese."
Smart move.
I hope you don't poop for several days now.
Be nice to the old man. You know, he's old.
Well, Britter's giving him a wheel of cheese. I mean, if that's not kindness, what is?
Okay. So
Even though it was just to shut him up, but anyway.
okay. So I assume after you beat on the doors and told everyone. By the way, Millen did not answer the door.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of important to know.
Yes.
oh boy. I'll try.
Baldric will knock a little harder. Come on, we got to get going.
Okay. Millen does not answer the door.
Is the door locked?
It is not.
We're opening it.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Millen's not in the door. They're in the room.
Of course not.
Why would they be?
So Brenner will put his thumb and his index finger at the top of his nose, shake his head, and just like, all right, let's just go see the constable.
Okay.
Don't forget to put away your wheel of cheese.
Oh, I'm holding on to it.
Okay. So you all meet downstairs, I assume?
Yeah,
Yeah.
before we head out, I'm just going to casually ask the barkeep if they saw him leave.
He did leave early this morning, way before even I got up. I only knew that he had left because he started playing that accursed lute.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
I'm not going to be too unhappy that he's not with us, to be honest.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do now?
Oh, I'm following Baldric's lead.
We're all headed out, yeah.
We'll head over to the constable.
I'm headed out with my buddy.
Okay. So, you head down the main tradeway, and it leads to the road, the road that comes off to the right. That leads to the High Counselor's home, mansion, castle, whatever you want to call it. But there's the sheriff's office, the building for the constable, and
Well, now, I mean, I don't want to be nitpicky, but I mean, which is it? Is it a house or is it a castle? I mean, that's going to really determine how we take this guy, you know? I mean,
well, it's a
is he rich or is he like ultra rich, you know?
well, I mean, okay,
Does he have staff or does he not have staff?
welcome back, Jeff.
wow.
Just giving the GM a little trouble there.
Welcome back. So he's gone, and now he comes back, and he's like, okay. So it's a fortified. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a traditional castle, but it is fortified. It has spires and
Kind of like a gated home.
yes,
What I'm getting.
but better. Yeah. I mean, this is Amphel. It's not a huge city. It's I mean, I've shown you guys the map before. It's but it is on the main tradeway, and it is the premier place to get horses from on the Sword Coast.
So is it big enough that like there's actual guard posts on the corners and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I assume they are manned.
Yes, they're manned.
Okay. All right.
So don't spit at it.
Yes.
In other words, keep the shenanigans to a minimum.
Yes. So when you get to the constabulary's office, there is another cart there, and it has 4 horses, and there in the cart are 2 dwarven acolytes, but no Tarsik.
Wasn't he the one who told us to meet him there?
Yes, Tarsik is the one who requested that you make it to the sheriff's office. Yes.
Shall we go in and see if he's waiting for us inside?
Yeah, I'm heading in, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brenner's not waiting for anything. He's just walking right on in.
Yeah. I mean,
Brenner
we were summoned.
'Cause Brenner knows the temperament of Tarsik. So
Okay. So, you guys enter, and sure enough, there's the sheriff sitting at his desk, and standing in the corner is Tarsik, and they are sitting there having a conversation over warm coffee. Well, it's about time you got here. I've only been waiting an hour. Did I not tell you to hurry?
Baldric doesn't even flinch at that and just says, "Do you have breakfast ready for us?"
You expect breakfast? I see he's got a wheel of
You
cheese.
did summon us this morning.
I did. I warned you. I warned all of you of the importance of getting back here. And now we must get this taken care of because, one, you can't be gallivanting all around the countryside without an official document showing that you're an adventuring company. My God, do you want to get arrested? Do you want to lose your own lives to some stupid, no offense, sheriff, some stupid sheriff who you don't have any documentation proving that you can legally adventure within the Sword Coast?
Okay, out of character. Is that a real thing? We're supposed to get that kind of thing to adventure?
Oh yes, it's a very real thing. It's a very real and big thing.
So
I've never heard of
we
that.
kind of need to have our own standard, our own banner, don't we?
Yes, you do.
I want it to be Pikachu.
Oh God,
It would be.
I'm sorry. Was that my outside voice?
All right. Well, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. I guess they want money for this permit also, probably, aren't they?
Yes.
Out of character, I forgot what I was going to ask.
It's okay.
Oh, I know. Sorry. Do we actually have? Does the group actually have a name? Band of misfits?
No.
Okay.
So, in the door that is behind all of you, the door opens. As you turn, you see Millen come walking in with a tin cup, and he's drinking hot coffee. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. I never thought you would get here. Me and Tarsus have been talking, and I told him you were a very mean human, Baldric. Mean.
Brenner
It's
will
true.
immediately walk to him and hand him the wheel of cheese. It's like, here's your own wheel of cheese.
I've already ate. I really don't need this.
Well, save it for later.
Wade walks up and goes, "I haven't had breakfast," and takes the wheel of cheese.
Okay. And Millen just smiles and he's like, okay, because you at least let him ride with you, because nobody else would.
So, go over again. Who all's in this room now with us besides our characters?
Tarsik, the sheriff, and Millen.
Millen?
Millen. Yes.
All right, and I'm an old man, so Tarsik is the sheriff, and Millen is the
Druid.
druid, which
Yes.
Tarsik's
likes
the
to
high
play his
priest.
little guitar and wake everybody up, kind of thing.
Yes, Tarsik is the high priest.
Okay. Oh, and he's the sheriff also.
No.
Oh.
The sheriff's name. I'm trying to find the sheriff here. I wrote his name down.
Tarsik is Brenner's master.
Yes. Brenor is a acolyte under Tarsik.
Okay, I got you.
And
Which is why Brenner made haste to try to get over here.
Gotcha. And
And-
Millen is our goofy guy, and then the sheriff, we don't know the name yet.
his name is I just had it. I just lost it. Where'd it go? His name is Garrett Silvermane.
Is he an elf?
He's a human.
Okay. I just thought maybe it was the name Silverleaf.
Silvermane.
Still
Yeah.
sounds sort of elvish, doesn't it? Even then.
Yes. Some names can. But he is Garrett Silvermane.
Awesome. Okay.
He has a rather chiseled square jaw and large bushy mustache.
Cool.
If you wish to see Garrett, he is on the Scabbard page of characters, NPCs. So
I've got that pulled up. I'll just take a peek.
yes, and Millen is on there as well. For those who wish to see what Millen looks like.
On the Scabbard page?
Oh, that's right. You've not seen our Scabbard page. Yes.
I don't
Oh, are you in for a treat?
see much. I see some things on there. I don't see a lot.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah.
Look under characters, and then hit all.
Uh,
So Millen is a elf.
Half elf.
I'm not seeing. Yeah, sorry. Language is tough. I'm on the Scabbard page. I just don't see where to go from there.
Should be on your left side where you see campaign home, maybe.
Yeah.
You see that?
Are you okay? You did. Yeah. You. Yeah. You.
We can
claimed-
figure that out. Tell you what, we'll figure it out later. I don't want to hold the game up.
So, all right. So, yeah. So there's, I didn't give you guys a bunch of information on them, just some real basics, so that it doesn't ruin the game. But yeah, there's Millen, and I know how much you guys love Millen. So, I mean,
Oh man, Tarsik's a redhead. All right, my brother.
redhead.
Huh?
I said, of course he's a redhead. I've only been playing him for like 35.
One day we're going to rule the world. I'm saying.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Millen came in. Okay. So, trying to make sure. Okay, I'm going to turn Discord off, by the way, because it keeps annoying me. Okay, so, Millen just stands there smiling, and he sits down in a chair and opens up the back of his loot and starts rummaging around for things inside of it. Tarsik looks at all of you and says, "That's why I brought you here this morning. I brought you here to see the sheriff so that we can get you your adventuring license. And then we're going to head back to my estate, and we're going to have a discussion about all this business that you've had over the last few days." And the sheriff raises an eyebrow and says, What business is that, Tarsik? And Tarsik looks back at the sheriff and he's like, oh, nothing. Just, they've been adventuring here and there. And, well, I've fronted them money and, their cart that they have and some other odds and ends. And I just want to make sure that I'm getting my investment back. And the sheriff is like, Tarsik, you're up to your old crap, I can tell. Look, whatever it is, don't involve Amphale. I don't want anything coming back here. Unlike that dragon business. Oh, that was just purely a misunderstanding. Trust me on this. It was just a misunderstanding. Tarsik, you do not have a misunderstanding with the dragon. And Karkash smiles. They are smart. And the sheriff just shakes his head. Can we get this over with? I've got things to do. Tarsik goes, all right, all of you. The documentations are right here. There's 3 pages. Each one of you need to sign on all 3 pages. One you'll keep with you, one gets filed with the city, and then one will be sent to Waterdeep. Make sure you keep this document on you. And pick
Each of us have a document?
Huh?
Each of us have a document?
No. It is 3 documents. One gets yeah, I'll tell you that story some other time. Baldric is good for interrupting, by the way, just so you guys know. There are 3 documents. One that is kept here at Amphale because this is where you guys started. The other is kept on you, and one is sent to Waterdeep. There's that sound again. Did you guys hear that?
I did, yeah. It's like almost like a cord has got a short in it that moved.
Yeah.
I did not. Again.
See?
I
Okay.
barely heard it this time.
Okay. Well,
You
I don't.
guys don't hear the voices in my head, right?
Thank God.
Okay, good.
No,
They're
I
not
can't
coming
hear
in
them.
clearly anyway. They're just sort of garbled right now.
That's same
I
here.
can't
so
hear
you
them
hear
for voices in my head. Sorry.
I derailed us. Sorry.
Oh,
Would not be the first time it's happened.
If once we get one more player, this is going to be a great team. This is going to be great. I mean, yeah.
I was under the understanding the point of this is about having a good time playing some D&D. So getting derailed a little bit here and there isn't a big deal to me, but
Yeah,
maybe it is to everybody else.
Break out in the fight, get people mad, want to hit each other, cuss at each other. Yeah, those are the good old days. Okay, so Tarsik is. Don't be shy. Just each one step up, start signing. We need to get this done.
Brenner will step up and sign.
So we'll kill it.
I will too.
I'm coming up the rear, I guess.
Okay. So after.
Baldric will definitely sign as well.
Okay.
And it's surprisingly flowery handwriting as well.
Oh.
Yep. Just you wouldn't expect that sort of penmanship from such a gruff-looking fella.
You know,
That's some kind of interference.
that is Wi-Fi.
I heard
something.
it that time.
Yeah, that is something.
It's still kind of there.
Yeah, that is a broadcast. I don't know what it is, but that's.
Do you have your channels individually laid out? Can you see individual channels on your deal?
Yeah, but I don't see
where it's coming in at.
No, but that's definitely something broadcasting.
I have all my electronic devices shut off but my PC, so it's not me.
No, it's not you guys. It's something here. it's something at my residence is broadcasting and sending a signal that is similar to what my receiver.
Oh, it's like somebody with a strong CB keying up next to you or something.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
something that's broadcasting here. I don't know what it is, but somebody is broadcasting here. Okay.
He's trying to open a portal over by you.
One word. One word. Aliens.
I've got my tinfoil hat.
Okay. Yes, the
We
Illuminati.
tinfoiled the roof.
Yeah, that's right. I have tin on the roof. Everybody should be, we all should be good. But you know, the Illuminati's everywhere.
Well, there you go. It's the tin roof. It's a gigantic antenna.
I could.
Well, this is the first time I've had any interference before, so I don't know why.
Yeah, this
Suddenly.
is weird.
Yeah, I've never had interference before, so I don't know what's broadcasting.
Unfortunately, it's short-lived.
Okay, so
we've all signed.
all signed, and Tarsik grabs the sheet, the one sheet, and says, "Good, good, good." And then he says, "Here, good sheriff, and you'll take care of the one to Waterdeep, right?" And the sheriff goes, "Yes, Tarsik, I'll take care of it." "Oh, good, 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 very good." And so all of you, hurry, let's go. I have my cart waiting. Let's go. We need to hurry. So Tarsik is shuffling everyone out the door, and he looks over at Millen and he goes, "Millen, would you be so kind as to fetch the cart that your friends have been using?" "Oh, certainly, Tarsik. Anything for you, old friend. Anything." He goes, "I remember that dragon, you know. I remember that. That was quite scary. Yes. But that was a long time ago. We must hurry. Okay, can you get us the cart, Millen?" Absolutely. And he walks over and grabs that piece of that wheel of cheese and breaks up a piece of it, and he puts a piece in his mouth, and he goes, good cheese, and walks out the door.
I'm going to take a quick look around this room. And are there any chairs against the wall? And do any of them have a cushion?
There are chairs. There's 3. You guys have all been standing, and there's only 3 chairs. They're all behind. There's the one that the sheriff is sitting in, and the rest of them are behind the wall, and there's no cushions on them.
Oh, okay. I figured the cart ride was going to be rough. I was going to grab a cushion.
You have a horse.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Yes, you have a horse.
Ah, okay.
So,
You all
Tarsik,
have horses?
well, you don't have a horse. You have a cart.
Well, wait a minute. There's 2 acolytes in the cart. You said there wasn't a whole lot of room in that.
That's a
in that
different cart.
Oh, okay.
Let me get there. Mark's like, "I'm 10 steps ahead. Let's go. Come on." So,
Well, I need to go back to the inn and get my horse, apparently, since I didn't know I had one.
wait a minute. So Tarsik goes up to the acolyte on the cart. He says, "I want you two to go fetch their horses. Make sure you get everything from their rooms, get their packs, bring everything to my estate as quickly as possible. Also, follow Millen. Make sure that Millen goes the right way this time. We don't want him getting lost again." And then Tarsik turns and goes, come, get in the cart. Let's all go. Or it's not a cart. It's actually a wagon. So there's room for 3 in the front, and everybody else can sit in the back. So who wants to sit up front with Tarsik?
I'll sit up front.
Okay. And Brenor, you take...
I'll sit in the back.
Brenor, you take your position next to Tarsik.
Yep.
Okay. So everybody gets in the cart, and Tarsik gets the horse going, and he kind of gets the horse at a bit of a good canter, not a trot. And the horse is cantering along. He gets over his shoulder and looks around a bit, and he goes, "Never thought we'd get the heck out of there." He goes, he's always bringing up that damnable dragon. Okay, now, what happened? I thought you guys were supposed to meet Millen. Millen said you guys nearly killed him. What's going on? Why did you try to kill Millen?
Have you heard him play?
Yes, but that's not.
If we would have hurt Millen, he'd be dead by now. We didn't do nothing to him.
Two truer statements have never been stated before.
Looks back over his shoulder and looks at Movin, and he shakes his head and he says, "Listen, he's eccentric. I get it, but he is an old man, and he is a very powerful druid. You would be really smart to not try to harm him."
You said he's an old man. You said he was an old man. He's an old, annoying man.
Oh. Okay. This I can't disagree.
Lord Tarsic, when we first happened upon Millen, he didn't tell us who he was or that he was the one to meet us. He just tried to come along with us, and we couldn't get rid of him.
He must have forgot. You have to forgive him. He's never been quite the same since his wife passed away. It's a horrible story, one that I will not bore you with, or I don't like to bring it up myself, but he's never quite been the same. You'll have to forgive him for his eccentricities, but sometimes
we hear that an awful lot concerning him. We'll have to forgive him. That's going to get thin after a while. Baldric outright says it.
Already has.
And Tarsic looks over his shoulder. I see. And then he doesn't say another word. He says, "We'll discuss all this and everything else when we get back to my estate." So it's a very quiet 3.5-hour ride in the cart back to the estate of Tarsic. And when you come to the estate, there is a large stone wall that circles up onto a hillside. And there is a stone gate with iron bars. And there are two dwarven guards at the door, at this gate. The house is literally a combination of wood and stone built into the hillside. And excuse me, through the gate, you go through the gate, and there is a rather nice garden filled with flowers, trees, a little fountain. Idea what's causing that. That is going to drive
Hearing
me.
that.
Huh?
I heard that.
Okay.
The interference.
Yeah. That's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to find out what that is after we're done. So there's a fountain, and it's a cobblestone roadway up to the house path, and it leads to a large door that, like I said, it is wood. The exterior is the front part of the mansion is wood, and it just kind of blends into the hillside, and it goes from being wood to stone. And there's actually a tower above one section, and it looks like it just like the front of the house literally just has grown out of the wood or out of the stone. Dwarven's craftsmanship at its best. So he stops the horses, and two acolytes come out. One grabs the horses, and the other one says, "Lord Tarsic, the meeting room is prepared. Is there anything you wish?" No. Let's just get them all inside. So he says, "Come, lads. Let's get inside. You too, milady." And so he ushers you into his
You
home.
get out of the cart and
Yep. He ushers you into his home, and you come in, and it's it's got this like it's very dwarven in its feel, but it also has that sense of that it is a home of it has a monastery kind of feel to it. Vaulted ceilings, all kinds of dwarven symbols and statues and imagery that to Morden, the High Father for the dwarves. There's furniture here and there, and as he takes you in, he takes you down this long hallway, and then you cut over, and he opens up these two doors, and it's a double door, and you walk in, and it's this large, almost like a banquet area, but it's a long table, and it's got a chandelier above, and it's oil lamps. There are scones on the wall. There is not a single window in this room, and there are only two doors, one that you came in and one at the other end of the room where the head of the table is. And Tarsic takes his place at the head of the table and says, please be seated. And Millen comes in, and he just kind of like wanders around, and he's kind of like looking at things on the wall. And I assume all of you take a seat.
I'm going to sit at the other end of the table from the head of the table.
Okay. This table is long enough to support about 20 people, 10 per side. Okay. Just so you know.
So I'm going to be a little distance away from the head of the table.
Yes, you're going to be a good distance away from the head of the table. Yeah.
I'll pick a middle point and sit down.
Okay.
Brenner will be towards the head of the table.
Okay. So Tarsic sits down and he says, look, I know I've pushed you guys along in things, but there is something going on here. I don't know what it is. Ever since I had those visions when you went to Krilla's, something has been under my beard, itching me to no end, and I don't know what it is. This whole Soren business, I have asked many different people if they know anything. I've even asked Kethro Helder, the mayor of Ampel. He's an old fighter like me, and even he has never heard of this Soren. I'm still asking questions. I'm still putting feelers out, but I understand that you guys ran into some orcs who were looking for you specifically.
That was correct.
That's correct, yeah.
Yep.
Very well. I took liberty, if you'll notice on the parchment. Oh, parchment. I took the liberty of calling you guys the very thing that whoever this is called you. And so, just so that you guys know, from this moment on, your adventuring party is going to be called the Travelers, for lack of a better word. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, a title is nothing. It is the actions of the company itself. So don't be foolish. Don't go plundering people. And also, let's find out about what this business is. This Soren business has me very concerned. Mostly because I can't find out anything about him. I've reached out to those that I know in Waterdeep, and no one has come up with anything. But yet, it's still early. You guys have only been at this now for a week. So my question now is, where do you think you want to go from here? There's a huge world out there for the taking.
I believe Shadowdale is where we're going to be heading.
Oh. And why are you going to Shadowdale?
Because the High Druid has sent a letter to Elminster inquiring the same thing you are trying to inquire about.
Helen told you that you should go to Shadowdale.
Correct.
Elminster? Did he tell you that to go to see Elminster?
He did.
Oh, now this sounds okay. That was loud.
Sorry. Drop something on the floor.
So, Elminster. He must be very concerned. He would not have done this. He would not have done this. All right, very well. Stay here. Rest here for the night and leave out tomorrow. I will help you get provisions. You're looking at a long journey. Shadowdale is not an easy trek. So, and I don't think you're going to be able to convince Melon to join you. He doesn't stray far from the Sword Coast.
Oh. Really? I was really hoping he'd come. But, oh well.
I'll be honest, I was hoping we could convince him to take us through the druid paths again.
And Millen says, "Oh, no. I can't leave the Sword Coast. There's things out there that just, I mean, you guys saved me. You saved me. Those orcs would have killed me. I'm never leaving the Sword Coast. It's savage lands out there. No. I don't think I could do that. No. I don't think you could convince me."
Don't anybody try.
I was just thinking whether I should try to convince him and see if I get shot by the other, or stabbed, rather.
I guarantee this guy's got plot armor. If he's supposed to go, he'll tag along whether we want him to or not.
Oh, he's got plot armor. That is so cool to say.
That's a high level druid spell, right?
Exactly. Not sure how I accidentally teleported here, but hello, fine fellows.
Okay. Okay, so Tarsic then goes, "Okay, well, Millen, if you're sure you don't want to take them, it's not that I really don't want to. It's just I don't think it would be a good idea to go, especially to the Dale lands. Shadowdale is so far away, and it's not the Sword Coast, and there's there's bugbears, owl bears, just orcs everywhere. No, I don't think I should go. But I will regale you with a song this evening to speed you on your journey.
Here, have a slice of cheese.
Can we leave now?
It's only noonish. You guys got plenty of time.
It's noonish and we skip breakfast.
Yeah.
Just don't ask Millen to cook.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I am gonna spend the afternoon after lunch to double check my equipment and make sure everything's in order. Make sure none of my leather straps or anything like that have to be repaired. I don't want to lose anything on the way.
Okay, and before this all
I'm
happens, Brenor, Tarsik goes, It's been a long morning, gentlemen. How about I know you've not had a chance to break your fast, so since it's going on high noon, how about or high sun? How about we have something to eat, and we'll talk about if there's any provisions that you might need before you go. And again, just remember, we have a deal.
What deal is it?
That he would help you guys with provisions, but he gets, his cut. Because you guys are,
Yeah, that's what we signed.
out and about.
Do you by chance have somebody that can give me a rundown about using bow and arrow?
We have a few
Or
archers here.
area where I can practice.
Sure. We can arrange that. Let me get with one of my acolytes and I'll get that arranged. Millen goes, "Oh, Movin, I can help you. I'm a very good shot. I know archery."
No, that's all right. Let me have one of his acolytes help.
Let me watch. Maybe I can give you a few pointers. I'll come with you.
Just remember to practice with the acolyte, not at the acolyte.
This is a good
Yes.
idea.
Thinking more of the
Good advice.
Okay, so you guys, you get food and you've had pleasant conversation, and then you all go your separate ways. Wade wants to go take care of his
Equipment.
Movin,
Now that we're an official adventuring party, I'm going to check on adventurers' life insurance
smart idea. Yeah.
and see if I can get a policy for my family.
Well, I'm going to ask if Cossack has an area I can wander through and gather leaves and stuff for my druid.
Oh, sure.
So-
There's countryside everywhere here. Just help yourself.
Out of character, when you sent over the character sheet, there is no equipment or anything on it.
Right.
Okay.
So Tarsik has quite a few things, and whatever else you don't need, you can then go into Amphel, and there is a store where you can actually buy things. Because you'll have to pass through Amphel once you leave here. So. Okay,
Yeah,
so
He should be Wade. He should be pretty well equipped.
yes, most of you are. Yes.
Yeah, I just don't have that
The list, yeah.
the list. Yeah.
Do you even know what kind of weapons he's got yet?
That's all I know.
Oh, okay.
In all seriousness, that's all I know.
Gotcha.
Okay, and Carrie has got, or Kelleth has got the list of you guys' stuff as far as the potions and the money that you guys have collected.
Yeah, and I was going through it earlier, but I didn't get a chance to ask for some confirmation stuff.
Yes. So so let's take a moment here and get your inventory taken care of. The tedious part of Dungeons and Dragons.
Bookkeeping.
Yes, bookkeeping. Okay, so I just had it in my oh there it is. Okay, so all right, so right now you have a two-wheel cart. Okay, it's just a modest two-wheel cart with a horse to pull this cart. Okay, it can have up to 2 horses to pull this cart, and I would highly recommend getting your hands on a second horse to help with encumbrance.
So is that something that we can get supplied?
You can get supplied in Amphel if you wish, or you can.
I thought our benefactor might be able to supply that, but
or you can ask Tarsik if you can get a horse from him. Baldric has a horse. Brenwar does not. Kelleth has a horse. Mobin does not. Wade has a horse. You currently have enough iron rations to last each of you 7 days. You had a 10-day supply and you've already used 3 of them.
Is this after our resupply?
That was when you got supplied from Tarsik the first time.
Because we paid 4 silver each to resupply at 45 rations. Is that included in your tally there?
Yes, that was for all of you though.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's I just want to make sure that tally includes that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have the rope? How much rope you guys got?
I know nothing about rope.
Okay.
I have like the clothes on my back and a few leaves.
Oh, I thought you wrote. Okay, never mind. Because I know you got
I don't know anything about rope.
the rations. Okay, so there's.
I think I've got 100 foot of rope. Let me check here.
Yes, you grabbed 100 feet of rope, and there in the cart is another 300 feet of rope. Because you never know, rope is one of those things.
Yeah, see, I wasn't given an inventory.
Okay, well,
Elith, are you keeping track of that inventory?
Yes, I have been, but like I said, I didn't know we had rope. I knew we were given a cart, but
Okay. I just meant you're writing all that down right now.
yes I'm writing down
Okay.
at this moment.
Okay. You have those healing potions, but
That's
you're not.
Something I need.
But you're not sure what they are. You don't know.
Can we have our Tarsik check them?
Tarsik already did that.
Oh,
yes.
Did?
That's what I need clarification on. Because you told me the first time before we left to go see my druid master that he looked at our potions for us.
Yes.
He said we had 5 minor healing potions and 1 potion of greater healing.
Right.
But I also showed that we found 1 clear odorless potion.
He doesn't know what that is.
Okay, so that one's still unknown.
Yeah, he did not know what that was.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you also have the potions. How many was that? 5 of those?
There were
6
vials.
6?
Each with a fingernail.
Yes. A fingernail in each one.
And those are potions of giant strength. Each color from a different giant.
And he does not know from which because he's not he's not an alchemist and he's not a wizard. So he doesn't know, anything about these potions. Now, you might be able to ask in Amphel for someone to show you or pay for their services to tell you what these potions are for sure so that you know. But or also the odorless and tasteless potion that you don't know what it is. You guys also have a set of basically it's a metal pot, it's a travel pot to cook over. It's a cast iron pot.
Should have utensils too, don't we?
Say this again.
We should have utensils too, don't we?
In medieval times, they did not have utensils. Thus, there are no utensils in medieval time.
Oh,
Generally, we eat our food with bread.
Yes. Back in the
You
day,
use your bread as a spoon.
yes, it's called trenchers. They were very common. That's why a lot of old world European breads are so hard crusted. So what you do is you take out the soft part, ladle your stew in it, and then you dip your bread in it. And then once you get most of the juice out, then you eat the rest. That's why bread was a big thing, because it was quick energy. Because you're lucky if you had meat, but there's usually veggies around everywhere. Surprisingly, how edible dandelions are and oak leaves. So anyway, so you have a pot. You have a metal cups to drink from, and you have a small platter made from copper. It's a plate. They're only about,
What was that made from copper?
it's a platter. They call them platters, but they're just it's a plate.
Platter. Thank you.
Okay, and each one of you have your own. And can't read my writing. You have dry rags, and each of you has a water skin with enough water to last 4 days.
Is that a normal loadout? Would be 4 water skins?
A 4-day supply of water?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
because
seems pretty normal, but
yeah, 4 days water. That's and you use a lot of water. It's pretty good. It's a pretty big skin. So
Is that everything?
that's everything that I have so far. And you've got your saddle. You know, you get your saddle, and anything else that you guys want, you're now going to have to start purchasing.
Okay, do we have anything for the horses besides saddles?
You did have, or you do have feed bags, but you do not have any feed. You've already used it all.
Okay.
do we need to get some kind of like metal pans or something so we can put water in it for them?
Now, how you feed and water your horses is really simple. Mostly what's done back in the day is you can hobble the horse, put a rope on each, on their legs to make sure they don't run away, and then you let them graze, and they can also drink, but you can also there's a leather bladder that you put water in, and they can drink from it, or in a bag. It's a flour cloth bag that you can put your grain in, and it fits over their head, which is what you guys currently have. It kind of like it only goes up about there on their faces, so they can eat out of it.
Do we have one of those water skin leather, whatever you
Yes.
said?
Yeah. Yeah, because I put down horse supply. So
Okay, so each of us got a healing potion from Trilla when we started.
yes.
I know I used mine. we force-fed Mo his so he didn't die from his poison darts.
Brenor used his.
Brenner
Correct.
No, Baldric. No, Brenor was given Baldric's. And then Wade's was used on Baldric. And so all those that you guys
Okay, so
received from
those were
Corella
gone.
are gone.
Okay.
So
We sold all the gems to Tarsik that we had as that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me mark these down as gone. Okay, so am I correct in assuming we didn't pick up any of the Rusty Sword swords to resell or any of that stuff?
you guys made no mention of this, so no, I would say you did not.
So we
Though
only took the
the only one who did take any of the rusty items was Movin, because he has the rusty blade, because his blade, his good blade, was ruined when you guys fought the cube.
right, so he picked one of them up.
So he has a
Okay.
rusty dagger.
Right, I grabbed and I took a couple daggers and short bow.
Okay, Mo, you found 2 carved bone statues of imps in flight. Did you take those or leave them?
No, he did. He put those in his bag. I
Sorry,
do
say
remember
that again?
those bone carved statues made from that look like imps. Yeah, you put those in your bag.
Oh
I know
yeah.
that for a fact.
Okay, so we also have Brenner found a gold bracelet.
Yep.
We found 2 magic scrolls, but none of us could read them.
And Tarsik does not know anything about those. Remember, because he already told you he doesn't know anything about that.
Right. Okay. So we still have the vial. Right. We also, let's see, I know we didn't take any of the chainmailer leggings from the orcs because we all decided those would be too stinky. Mo took a short bow and all the arrows. I did not track your arrows, so. We also found a green gem. So once we decide what kind of equipment supplies we might want to get from Tarsik, we can see if he could identify that gem, or we could ask Brent, or if he can identify it. And if he would want to buy it from us as well.
Okay.
And then I haven't tallied up all the coins that we have yet, but I have everything listed.
Cover them a little bit, like Mark. What? Don't die on us, Mark. Okay.
Somebody poison his ale?
It sounds like it. I rolled up how many arrows you picked up. Did you write it down, Mark? Because I unfortunately did not. I thought it was something like 14
arrows.
It was 15? Okay. All right. I it was something like that because I remember the number 14 comes to mind. But okay, I'll go with that. I'll go with 14
Well,
or
I
15.
know he found a couple others.
Right. He had gathered some up out of the field that were shot. Yes. That were usable. Yeah. Okay. So, you have all this.
So we have a leather-like satchel with that orc letter in it. Do we still have that, or did we hand?
Yes, you still have that satchel with the orc letter in it.
Have we shown it to Tarsik?
Not yet. So maybe you guys should get together and decide as far as what supplies. Now that you've had your lunch and everything, maybe you guys should decide what you want to do as far as supplies and what you want to see about asking Tarsik to, if he's willing to supply you with anything, be it
Possibly a map.
yeah, a map would be damn good, wouldn't it?
Let's see. We posted a map the other day, didn't I?
Yes, I did. It's on the Discord.
It was on Scabbard, I think, wasn't it?
Did I put the map on Scabbard? Is it under there?
I know I posted one on Discord. I gotta get through all these comic books.
Hey, don't be knocking my comic books down. Come on.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's over in
It's under Discord on the event chat, very
Yeah.
bottom.
Okay, so we're in Ampale,
Mm-hmm.
which is all the way up there, north of Waterdeep. And what'd you say? It was about a 3 to 4 week trip to Shadowdale?
Yes.
Is that figuring in my Wander's speed?
No. It also depends on how you go. If you take the tradeway, or if you cut cross country. So you guys will need to decide how you're going to get there.
Well, Killith, having grown up in Misty Forest, recommends we take the tradeway south and go south around the High Moor. That's not really an area we want to go through.
The High Moor?
Yes.
Okay.
But then I don't know whether it would be better to go north around it or south around it.
They're waiting to see if I'm going to make a face or not.
I'm trying to find Shadowdale. Shadowdale's in the Dale lands, right?
Yes.
And I can't seem to open the map, unfortunately.
Maybe we should see if Tarsic has a copy of one of the Volo's guides for recommendations of places to stay on the way.
Well, there you go. That's interesting right there. You guys could just ask Tarsic a few questions. But hey, I mean, you know.
Well, I thought we were getting together to try and discuss.
Yes,
it.
you guys.
This is what we're doing.
Yes, I'm assuming you guys are together discussing this.
Yes, we are.
Okay. The one guy who
What?
I don't say the one guy that usually has an opinion is like dead silent. He's like,
That'd be me. Sorry.
I'm just like, I was expecting you to come out of the woodwork somewhere going,
I was actually busy looking at a miscellaneous equipment list, and I got distracted.
I'm sorry, not you, Wade. Baldric.
Ah.
I figured he would be like, no, we're not going that way. We got to go that way. Or something.
Sorry.
Don't ask a man for directions, you know.
Our county fair started this afternoon, and I'm kind of managing some stuff here on that end with the management side. I'm having to manage some text back and forth as we're getting things set up. And
okay.
Anyway, so apologize that I'm a little. You may have to holler at me a couple times to get my attention if I'm not responding.
All is forgiven. We know real life gets in the way sometimes.
All right. What town are we starting at? I'm sorry, on the map.
We are just on the outskirts of Ampale, which is just north of Waterdeep. It's a 3-day journey from Ampale to Waterdeep.
Ampale, I see it now. Okay.
Okay. Now, you guys will need to figure out what provisions you're going to want, what you think you're going to need, how much you can carry.
I was just going to ask how much we can put in the cart because
Right.
Renor and Moven do not have horses. So they would need to ride in the cart unless one of them wants to get a horse.
Well, a pony.
Yeah, well, yeah, the pony. But still, one of them has to be driving the cart.
Yes, and like I said, you could put a second horse on there if you wanted to. But that's up to you guys.
Oh yeah, we were gonna ask Tarsik for another horse.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can.
Yes, we will ask him for a horse. Whether he says yes is another story.
Yeah. All of you also have a small backpack. So, by the way, I didn't write that on my sheet, but you all have one. I mean, how else are you carrying your stuff? Duh. Okay. Okay. So, what other things do you think you need?
Well, we'll need provisions to at least get it.
I didn't hear her.
Sorry, I got away from my mic. We'll need provisions. We have 7 days worth, and it's 3 days just to Waterdeep.
Is there towns along the way that we can just go and keep getting supplies?
Yes. You have after Waterdeep, there's Baldur's Gate down along the Sword Coast.
Well, that's way south, though.
There's Neverwinter. Let me pull up the map here real fast.
I was going to say along Tradeway, I see Daggerford,
Daggerford,
and then
yes.
Dragonspear Castle. I don't know if there's any towns in between there. Of course, if worse comes to worse, we can possibly stop at a farmer's hut and barter for supplies.
So,
There's a possibility you could barter with local farmers along the way. Sure.
I was hoping to get a hooded lantern and several flasks of lantern oil.
Okay.
We never know when we might need a lantern.
True.
I'm more after the oil than I am the lantern.
Okay, so we need some more provisions.
At least another week. Yeah, at least another week's worth of iron rations.
That's what I would. If we had 2 weeks, and when we get to a town, we can always buy a few more days worth, just to, even if we're not out yet, to keep us up at like 2 weeks supply.
Get some grain for the horses when we can't feed. When we can't have them graze. Grain for the horse meal.
Right. Depending on Mo's work with the bow, he might want some more arrows or some good strong pebbles for his sling. A map. I'm putting a map on. And Bolo's list of places to stay.
So it sounds like you don't have a map, but the Sword Coast okay enough. But it sounds like you need to purchase a map. You need to get some extra provisions. You need to speak to Tarsik about whether or not he can give you said provisions that you need, and then go into the city of Amphale and get those provisions.
Yep, and see if we can get horses for those that don't have horses.
Or an extra horse for the cart.
And or yes.
So what do you guys wish to do next? Give me a hot second. I gotta get my book. I forgot where are my books. Some days this game requires too many books.
Ooh, excuse me.
Okay. Sorry, good people. I'm back. Okay. So what did you guys decide to do?
Well,
I think we should talk to.
let's ask Tarsik for what he can supply us off of our list, and then the next morning we'll move down to Sword Coast to Ampale and see what we can pick up that we didn't get from Tarsik.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Brown or Baldur, you guys think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And see if he'd be willing to purchase or trade the gold bracelet and green gem.
Okay.
Do we still have the book, the Book of Parian, or did we leave that with my master?
He looked it over and then handed it back.
And gave it back. So we
Yeah.
still have the Book of Parian. Okay.
The Book of Sorin.
I've got it marked down as the Book of Parian.
Okay.
All right. I thought the Book of Parian. Yes.
Okay.
And the vials were in a box. The book was in a box.
Yep.
Okay, so in addition to all of that, I'll double check my math, but I've got that we have 167 silver pieces, 83 copper, 3 gold, 10 electrum, 1 clear odorless potion, 5 lesser healing potions, which we each take 1, 1 greater healing potion, a gold bracelet, 2 magic scrolls, 1 green gem, the leather satchel with the orcish letter.
And that's
Hey,
all
we
equipment, right?
I'm sorry, what?
That's all. Lost my words.
That's
Oh.
everything we looted off the bodies and remnants and
That's,
rooms that we
that's the money that you have. Yes.
As a
Except
Right.
for emotions.
as a group, yeah. What each one of you have is not included in there.
okay. a community property. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry.
Yes.
All right. I can't think of anything else to ask for.
So are we taking the cart or are we not taking the cart?
I think we're taking the cart for.
Well, the two acolytes are coming with us, is what I understand. So the cart's pretty much got to come with as well.
No, there will be no acolytes going with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. That was back at the sheriff's.
Yes.
Yep. Sorry.
That's Mobin and Brenor ride in the cart. Because Mobin's a halfling, Brenner's a dwarf. Unless you guys want to get a pony for somebody, or nobody. You know,
Well, I was suggesting us for everybody to get an individual horse or pony as needed.
Okay. That is up to you guys.
Okay.
So, well, let's ask Tarsik, unless everybody else has anything left to add. Why don't we ask Tarsik and see what we can bleed him of?
Wow. Okay. Okay, so how do you want to do this? I mean, you just gonna like go out and find an acolyte and that's where Tarsik is, or
We could ask an acolyte if Tarsik has offered any provisions.
all right, why don't you guys go find some acolyte then somewhere?
Well, let's make our way to. He is a cleric, so there's got to be an area of worship that's probably maintained all the time in his holding. So let's head that way and look for an acolyte.
Well, it just so happens that there's acolytes everywhere because there's many people here.
Okay.
So, you do run into one. And Brenor is from here, so Brenor knows his way in and about the mansion here.
And probably when and when not to disturb Tarsik.
Exactly.
All right. Brenor, is this a good time?
It would be. It's okay. Yeah. The trick is finding him.
You have a clue, Brenor?
Yeah, do I have a clue where he would be at this time of day?
No. He could be anywhere. You just have to ask about.
So the first acolyte that goes walking by, I grab him by the collar, snag him, figuratively, not literally.
Oh, okay. Because that's not going to go well.
And ask him where we can find Tarsik.
Oh, Lord Tarsik is in the garden.
And that is where, Brenor?
Outside where we came in.
Let's go.
Okay, so you guys go out and you see Tarsik is in the garden with about 8 or 9 other acolytes, and he's having a conversation with them, and he's got a book in his hand, and he's discussing some of the pillars of the faith of Moradin.
I'm going to stand when he notices me, but I'm not going to interrupt him.
And so he continues his conversation, and then he says, all right, he says, we'll pick this up tomorrow, and make sure that you continue to do your reading, and tomorrow we will discuss the calling of the High Father. And they all get up and they bow their heads, and he bows to them, and then Tarsik walks over to you guys, and He says, "Well, what can I do for you?"
We noticed our equipment's sort of lacking, and wondering of this list that we've made, we're wondering what you can help provide us with.
Okay, so, and what is on this list again that you want?
We're looking for a couple of horses, maybe a second horse to put on the wagon.
Okay. So, all right. So, he looks at it and he says, "You want a horse for the wagon?" And he goes, "I can supply that."
A couple of our party don't have horses or a pony. Can you help us out? Get them on mounts?
So the guy is like at a horse farm, isn't he, or something?
Yes, Tarsik owns a lot of horses. Yes, but they're specifically bred for dwarves. So, you want a horse, Brenor and Movin? Which one of you wants a horse?
I do.
I do. Okay.
It sounds like we're all going by horseback and not with the cart.
So, who's going to ride the cart?
We need the cart to carry the supplies, right?
Yes, you need the cart for supplies. Yeah.
So Brenner would have to stay with the cart then.
Okay.
Well, we could always switch off riders to drive the cart and give a horse a rest, and we can tie that horse that needs a rest to the back of the cart to follow the cart.
Okay.
Now, Brenner, are you riding or are you walking?
No, Brenner's not walking. It'd take months to get to
Yeah.
down by a dwarves gate.
Brenor's been riding in the cart, so has Movin.
And we'd get there fast. We're all about horseback, but we need the cart to carry our supplies. So
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, we have fewer supplies that we can have on us, then we'll have to stop and reprovision more frequently.
you know, or hunt, one or the other.
Now you can, also hunt for food. Like shoot rabbits. I guess if Movin gets really good, he might be able to shoot a rabbit or two with that bow of his.
He has a sling. I would think he could take down a squirrel with a sling.
There's that. Yeah.
Plus, if I do practice the bow and arrow, I might be able to use that too.
Okay. Okay, so
So are we getting a pony for Brenner as well then? And we'll take turns driving the cart?
that's up to you guys. You tell me what you want to do.
Well, I'm asking them. Shush.
Oh, sorry.
I missed something there. Sorry. I was just wondering, we don't have a ranger. I was just looking at our characters. So I was thinking about hunting for food. We don't necessarily have a ranger or somebody that's
Really good at it.
really good at it. Yeah.
I could probably summon an animal, but being a druid,
Oh!
we would all have to be like starving to death. So and in the middle of the desert with no, dandelions to eat. You have to shush over there and let me speak.
Oh.
I drink.
No, you go, ooh, before I can even finish my statement.
That's okay. I was doing it too. So yeah. I guess the other things we're asking him for, if he can supply a map, iron, some more iron rations for
Unfortunately, I
7 days for each. Sorry, Lee, you talking?
unfortunately, I do not have a map, but I know you can pick up a map in Amphill. I can't vouch for how well a map you can get in Amphill, but you could also get one in Waterdeep. So you will pay a small bit a good map in Waterdeep.
Okay.
As for horses, tell me what you wish as far as how many and what. I have plenty of horses here, but I need to know what you're looking for.
Do we want to have horse? As I'm talking to the group now, do we want to have horses for each of us, and then we trade off, driving the cart while our horse rests behind the cart?
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
So I think we're looking for 3 horses. Tarsik.
Okay, Brenor, do you want a horse? And I know Movin you do, but Brenor, do you want a horse?
Or do you want to drive the wagon all the time, Brenner?
Brenner would be fine driving the wagon if need be.
Okay, so you want 2 horses. So you're looking for a pony. Well, the only ponies that I have here are bred for us dwarves to use. They're trained. These aren't just your run-of-the-mill ponies. But I can make you a deal on one. It's a little rough around the edges, and thus I'll make you a deal. That pony is going to cost you 25 gold pieces. All of you bulk, because a standard horse is about 25 gold pieces. And he's selling you a pony for 25 horse pieces. So that is a bit high.
Now the ponies for the cart or Morgan?
That's for Movin.
Okay.
But the Renor or Tarsik he breeds horses here for dwarves. I mean, this is part of his business, among other things that he does.
So I'm assuming this pony has been well trained for that price.
He said it's rough around the edges, so it is as all right. If I don't know if you guys, any of you ride, I do. It's green broke. Green broke means it's still rough around the edges. It's still green. It's it's had a saddle on it. It's had a human body on it, but no guarantee that the horse won't buck or get kind of stupid. But it is also from a good line, so these are all thoroughbreds. So that's why he's saying 25 gold pieces instead of less for a pony.
How about 20?
Tarsik just looks at you sternly and goes, "You're going to barter? You're going to?"
I'm actually worried that this is this pony being at the level it is, that Morven may not have that ability to work with it, to train it more.
Can you ride, Movin?
I don't know. Can I?
No, you never rode a horse before in your life.
No, I never have.
Okay, I'll give you the horse for 20.
Wait a minute. Okay, so 10 copper is 1 silver. 10 silver is 1 gold?
Yes. No. Hang on. 20 silver is 1 gold. 10 copper is 1 silver.
And where does Electrum fit in?
2 electrum is 1 gold piece.
Okay.
1 platinum is 5 gold pieces.
I'm trying to determine if we have enough to buy this horse and still have money left over.
Okay.
You happen to have 20 gold pieces, Logan?
I thought he
I
was
don't have any
willing to
gold
help
pieces.
us. Yeah. I thought Tarsik was willing to help us out and put stuff on account. Was my impression. I guess I'm wrong.
He already had supplied you with the cart.
And the horse with the cart? Did he
And-
say he was going to give us that second horse with the cart?
He said he would help with the pony, but he didn't say anything about that just yet because he hadn't got there yet.
Actually, he said, I can get you it.
Oh, yes. He
I
said.
can supply a second horse for the cart. I'm just
Yes.
going to verify that he's
Yes.
giving us that one, or he's
Yes,
telling us
I will give you the second horse
that. Okay.
for the cart.
Yeah,
So
I don't
what-
think we have 20 gold pieces.
We don't have 20 gold pieces.
I don't think so.
Brenner's got 20 gold pieces. He'll pony it up. Pardon the pun.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so
For a halfling that hasn't ridden.
yes. So so you've got Movin's horse, you've got the now you have a second horse for the
Cart.
cart. And what else? And he said he could not supply you with a map, but he said that, you could get a map in Ampale or Waterdeep, but you'll pay a fortune in Waterdeep for a map.
I was thinking we could get one in Ampale and maybe visit the library in Waterdeep and compare it. Maybe note down some locations. Is there such a thing as a library?
Yes, there is a huge library in Waterdeep, actually.
Do they let anybody in?
You have to find out.
Maybe we could get Brenner in at least.
I'd like to know what the hell that is. That is something trying to connect to something. And it
Sounds
is
like Morse code.
it's broadcasting on the same frequency as this receiver. Whatever it
We've got a
is.
bit of a problem here.
What'd you do? Knock your mic over? Oh, that's not good. Okay.
So
Give me about 3 minutes, guys. I gotta set her mic back up.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
I was wondering if it was feedback on my mic, and so I tried to move it away from me, and we got to get something better. It's lasted like
It's just not fine for this style, I guess. But I'll give you something. I give one full.
What was that?
I had an idea of drilling a hole through your desk, but you might have a fit.
It depends on how what kind of setup you're looking at there. I'm
I
not
have to explain to you
opposed
later.
that. Okay.
Okay.
Later.
Okay, so we were discussing the map. Yes, you could go to the library in Waterdeep.
Well, like I said, if we can get a map in Ampale, what's he saying now?
Oh, gimme. My name's Jimmy. Obviously, he's a greedy.
Do you think it would be too much to ask for a warhorse?
Don't
Oh,
you have one? Big Mike called.
did you notice he did the whole? Do you think it'd be too much to ask for a warhorse? I don't know. Why don't you try? I mean, what's he gonna say?
He
No.
might laugh.
I mean, shoot. If you got the gold.
Again, I don't know how much everybody's has.
Okay, so we've done the map thing. What next?
The supplies.
Provisions for us and the horse.
Okay. Oh, okay.
We're looking to get an extra week of provisions for us. How much 2 weeks provisions for horse is going to take?
Okay,
Well,
you've
we can
got,
raise
let's
them
see,
some.
you've got 2 horses for the cart, plus you've got,
Baldric, Kellic, Wade,
so you got
and Mo.
4 horses,
3 horses and a pony.
you got 4, 5, 6 horses now, okay? You got 6 horses, and in order to feed,
Oh, 6 horses and a pony. Sorry. Yeah.
5 and a pony.
well, actually, you've got 2 ponies.
Ah.
Oh, Movin did not, or
No,
Brenor didn't want one.
it.
Okay,
Right.
Oh, that's right.
so we have a pony
We have a pony and 5 horses.
and 5 horses.
Right.
So, no, yeah. Right. 4, 5, 6. You have 6 horses. Okay, everybody's. No, Brenner. Nope. I'm
2
confused.
cart horses
We also have
and a pony.
5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens,
And
2 turtle doves.
a
There are-
partridge in a pear
The
tree.
partridge in a pear tree.
Yes, there are 6 horses here. You have everyone but Brenor has one.
Yes.
So that's 4. Plus the
Plus
cart
2 on the
has
cart.
2.
But Movin's is a pony, right? So
Right.
So
That's
5
all-
5 horses and a pony.
Right, 5 horses and a pony. Okay. So, wow. Okay, so
Wow, you take your county fair seriously.
hey, got it. Okay, so I'm trying to be nice about this. All right, so a week's supply of feed for all your horses is going to come to 30 silver pieces.
Now that's
Silver
if we
pieces.
have to feed them grain every day.
Correct.
They ought to be able to graze those. We ought to be able to set them out to graze at the campsites, right?
I would assume there's the possibility you could do that very much so, yes.
But Do we think 7 days just to be on the safe side?
Yeah.
We should probably be prepared to, yeah, just in case.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1 gold and 10 silver, or 30 silver pieces.
Right. The 30 silver pieces I can figure out. I take that off the 167 we have. It was converting to gold that I was having a problem.
Oh, well, no, it's just simple. It's 20
I didn't know
silver
the
pieces
conversion rate.
equals 1 gold.
Right. That's why I didn't know the conversion rate. That's what I had to ask.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was 167 silver pieces.
Yeah, we've got 167 silver plus 83 copper plus some gold, 3 gold, 10 electrum. And I
That's-
was trying to convert all that into gold to pay for that pony.
That's 8 gold, 7 silver.
Right. Plus 8 silver and 3 copper off the 83 copper. Plus, it boiled down to we didn't have the 20 pieces
For the
for
horse.
pony.
Right.
Yes.
But
Okay.
Brenner makes way more money than I do.
Well, that's because Brenner has been doing some things that you guys don't know about.
Yeah, I got like 10 copper and 30 silver, 30 copper and 10 silver or something.
He's an acolyte cleric.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm a lowly druid. I make fiddly.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 30 silver pieces for 7 days of horse feed.
Okay. And somebody wanted a lantern and some oil.
Yes.
Now, the dry rags that we have, is that to just make our own torches? Is that what those dry rags are that you said we have?
Well, you could use them for torches. If they're dry, they'll burn up really quickly. But if you dip them in oil, they won't.
So,
But
how many of these rags and how big are they?
Basically, they're kind of like cleaning rags. So, figure what, 10 by 10? We'll go say, and I'll say you have like 10 of them or so. 10. We'll call it 10. Okay. I didn't give anything specific on it, but that sounds fair.
But we'll need to know at some point.
Okay, so Tarsik tells you that he has a hooded lantern, but it's going to cost you 7 gold. They're not cheap. They're rather expensive.
What's bad?
It's really going down now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Out of character. I guess I was under the assumption that the Tarsik wasn't going to be charging us, that he was going to help us as he could. So
As he can, yes, he will help you. But
okay.
but so far, he has made 0 investment or 0 return for a huge investment into you so far.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, and
That's
so
what my last wife said.
exactly. So,
Okay. Sorry.
suddenly I had Max of my last wife too. Yeah, or my ex-wife. Yeah.
Okay, so we have this green gem and this golden bracelet.
Okay.
Are those worth anything to Lord Tarsik?
Are you offering them up?
I'm off. Yes, in trade for a hooded lantern. I don't know how much they're worth.
Oh, so Tarsik looks at the bracelet and he goes, well, "That's not bad." He says, "I'll give you 40 gold for it."
Wow. And this lovely green gem.
And Tarsik takes it from your hand and he drops it. And he looks at his hand and he says, "Where did you get this?"
Of one of the orcs that attacked us.
So this wasn't part of the loot from Corella.
No, this gem was on one of the orcs. The same orc that had the letter. Did we show you this letter, Master Carson?
No.
I got whoever's got the letter to show him. Brenor had it. He could read Orcish.
Yes, Brenner has it.
Yeah, he'll hand it over.
I feel a change in our direction coming soon.
Had you brought it up earlier,
Well, you didn't ask.
yeah.
I forgot what he said. 40 gold for the bracelet.
Yes, 40 gold for the bracelet. Yes. It's a nice bracelet.
And so Brenner hands the letter over to Tarsic.
Okay. And by the way, Tarsic said when he did that, I should have mentioned, I'm taking my 15% out of this.
Out of the bracelet.
The bracelet?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh wait, wasn't he getting 40?
Yeah.
He takes his 40% out of the bracelet.
We had that bracelet before.
Never showed it to me before.
We had that bracelet from Corellis.
But you never showed it to him before.
Because Brenner was wearing it.
Brenner was wearing it?
Brenner found the gold bracelet, and Mo found 2 carved bone statues of instant life.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, now that he's seen it, and he says, well, I'm going to take my 40% off the top of this. I'll give you 40 gold.
Is that before or after the 40%?
That's after.
After. Okay.
So,
Fair enough. He gave us provisions the first run.
well, I mean, if you don't want aid,
Look at there, we're already paying you dividends.
see, he's getting return on his investment. He thinks you guys are a worthy company to support. Okay.
So maybe that hooded lantern won't cost so much.
Well, who's to say that I didn't give you a good deal? So now you were holding that gem, child. Pick it up. Show it to me.
Okay.
And he leans in and he's looking at it. And this was on the orcs, you say?
Yes, sir. The same one that was carrying the letter.
And let's see this letter. So Tarsic takes the letter, he opens it up, and he looks at it. Okay, and he folds the letter, and he takes the letter, and he hands it back to Brenor, and he says, "Brenor, do not touch that gem. If it has not harmed you, Keleth, then continue to hold it and show that gem to Elminster when you see him. And show him that letter. There's something I don't know. I do not know what is with that gem, but the two do not bode well. I don't like the idea of this gem and this letter. Someone is hunting you, and all of you need to be concerned.
We told you that at the beginning.
So you said someone is hunting us?
Yes.
Okay. Is there possible at this particular gem what you're feeling is a tracking spell?
I don't know. I can only tell you that I can't touch that gem. And I would not advise Brenor to touch it as well. There is dark magic in that gem, just as I warned you about the book. And maybe this has to do with the voice that you heard in the woods of the creature that warned you that you have an enemy or that you have made an enemy. I don't know. I do not know if it's coincidence, chance, or bad luck. But something has happened. You have changed the fates. And all of you now are bound together through this dark magic. And you have to find out what is this all about.
Any suggestions where to start other than do you have any other suggestions?
No, I suggest you go and see Elminster. That kind of magic is not my forte. I deal with things of faith. I don't deal with the dark arts. I don't deal with magic. I don't trust magicians. Though I have respect for Elminster, I have never been fond of magic users and all their nonsense and chicanery.
Well, he has been to hell and back, so quite literally.
Yes. So all I can suggest is speak to Elminster, have him look at these things that you have, this book, this gem, and that note, and tell him that about the visions that I've been having, and maybe he'll be able to help you figure out what is going on. As for the rest of your supplies, I will tell you that I just offered you up 40 gold for the bracelet. I will give you 3 flasks of oil plus the hooded lamp for 7 gold. And I'm going to be far more kind than I should. But I have a feeling you're going to need it. I'll give you a tinderbox as well for an additional gold piece. It'll have flint and steel with it. And I'll give you 3 torches. Save the lantern for when you really need it. So I'll give you 3 torches. And all of that I will give you for the 8 gold. Take the rest of the gold and do with it what you will.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, Tarsik, and may your God go with you.
What about provisions for us?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Okay. Well, how much do you want? I have iron rations. Those will do you well on the field.
28 days worth? Is that right? No, that's not right.
We have 7. We discussed getting another 7 days.
Yeah, that'd be 35 days or 7 times 5.
Well, a week's supply of iron rations will cost you 5 gold.
So it'd be 25 gold for the 5 of us.
So
Is that would be if we bought them at a normal shop, but would his kitchen be able to produce them for a little cheaper for us?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do it for 15. And I'll have it ready for you in the morning.
Okay. So that's going to save us how much?
5
5 total.
5 gold.
No,
Okay.
no, you said it was no. It would have been 25, and you're giving it to us 15. That's 10 gold.
Oh, 10 gold. I'm sorry. Yes, 10 gold. Yes. I'm sorry.
I'm going to kind of gather up the group. I would like to tip the staff that's making that for us, if that's okay with everybody.
I'm good.
I'm going to say I would like to tip the staff that's making our iron rations a gold piece, please.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll let them know.
Hopefully that'll make sure they're done well, but it also because they're doing it in such a rush. We appreciate that.
Plus, you don't want the dwarves spitting in it,
Yeah.
Well,
Or
yeah, that too. But
You know.
take care of those that are taking care of you, kind of thing.
Yeah. I get it. And I agree.
If I may, did you get in contact with one of your acolytes about my training?
Yes, by all means. I'll have
All right,
someone come get you and take you out immediately.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
I thought that happened already.
I kind of thought that did already too. I thought he'd already done it, but okay. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. So, all right. So let's just go with you guys. I mean, are you done with provisions? Are you done getting everything? Did you guys get everything you needed except for the map, etc.? Is that all you wanted to ask of Tarsik?
Yeah, I think we about wore them out. So yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody else need any other gear that Karthik might be able to, I don't know, armor, weapons?
Well, now
No,
into a
unless
dwarf.
he's got.
You have any special magical stabs for me?
For short bows,
He leans into you and goes,
Before we leave, can we get your blessings as a cleric?
I planned on doing that when you leave in tomorrow. But you should try to rest. Even though it's only a couple hours to Amphill, you need to leave early. And if you're going to catch any other supplies, I highly recommend that you stick with the caravans heading to Waterdeep. The orcs have been pretty thick, as you well know. And then once you get to Waterdeep, depending on what you do there, I also recommend taking the southern caravan from Waterdeep as well. Follow with them. It's safer that way. But if you choose to depart on your own, just be wary.
Thank you, Lord Tarsik, for all you've done for us.
No, bless you, child. You're going to need all the help you can get. I fear.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Okay. So, Morven goes off and he goes out and practices with the bow and arrow. Baldric goes off to sharpen his blade. Wade runs off to go check his straps and whatnot. Renor goes to the sanctuary and prays, and Kelith goes and wanders in the woods to gather supplies that she needs to cast her spells and to take her time in nature to collect herself. So, you guys do your thing. It's now the next morning. You got all your provisions. Tarsik is with you, and you're loading up the cart, and you've got the 2 horses. And Mobin, are you going to ride your horse?
for a little bit, yeah.
So everybody gets on their mounts, and Tarsik walks up to Movin and pats him on the back, and he says, "Good luck, Halfling. I really think this is going to be an experience for you."
Me? Why?
Well, you've never rode before. Those feet are great for walking, but I'm not sure how they're going to handle being on a horse.
This is true.
And then he
Well,
steps
we'll
back.
see.
He steps back and he says, "Well, I wish all of you the best of luck." And he walks up to Movin or to Brenor, and he clasps both his hands around his wrist, and he leans into him and he says, "Take care, cousin. These are dangerous times, and you have stepped into a big mess, and it's my fault. For that, I apologize. But we will figure this all out."
We will get through this.
I will send your mother her best, or your best. And then he lets go of your hand and he steps back. Well, farewell, my friends. I wish you all the best. Until we meet again, may the gods look upon you, whichever ones you worship.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
you guys are on your way. So it's a
Fellowship of the Ring.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Okay.
Oh, you smell like Willie.
That's right.
Wee Willie. So the first hour, nothing major happens. Man, what is that now? The next hour, nothing eventful happens, and everybody roll initiative.
Didn't hear you.
Everybody
Yeah,
roll initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Yes.
Okay, apparently you do the initiative differently. You use 20-sided for your initiatives?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. What do you use usually?
10. And then we add in our where's my character sheet? I've lost my
Your dex bonus?
Yeah.
That's different.
Oh, good. We figured there's 10 segments in a round.
Yeah, the 10-sided die is 2E initiative rolling too.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
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 Sorry, it's been a long time since I played.
Yeah. I haven't played 2E in forever. Okay. Hey, what you guys got? There's a reason why I'm asking for initiative.
19.
1.
A whopping
9.
6.
13.
And you got a 6.
Yeah, Baldric got a whopping 6. Look out now.
Okay. Okay. In the distance, you see what looks like a cart coming your way, being pulled by 2 small ponies.
Is there anybody driving the cart?
It appears that there is not someone driving the cart.
ghosts.
The cart is just running or walking or just slow pace?
It is. The horse is just walking along. The two ponies are walking along.
I'm gonna pull my horse up alongside the ponies and pull them to a stop.
Well, as you have approached this cart, you realize it is a very, very small cart with two very small ponies. I would go so much as to say that they're dwarven ponies. They're dwarf.
Is there anything familiar with the cart and the Brenner?
No, you've never seen the like of it. It is just a standard two-wheel cart with a small area in the back for stowage, but the cart is completely empty. And there's nobody in the cart and no provisions in the cart that you can see.
So, am I able to stop the cart so we can inspect it, see if there's damage or blood or?
Yes, you can stop the cart.
So I'd like to inspect the cart, see if why there's nobody on board. Are the cart brakes still intact? Is there blood in the cart?
There is a handle on the left side of the cart that leads to the brake. The brake is very primitive, makeshift. It's basically just a piece of wood with a friction pad, a leather pad, to go against the wheel, and it seems to be intact.
So
You don't see any blood.
and there's nothing in the bed.
No, it is completely empty. There is nothing there. Now, mind you,
Are the horses? Are the ponies okay? I'm gonna get down off my horse and check the ponies, see how their legs are, see how their feet are.
well, other than the fact that they seem a bit tired, they're a little sweaty. You notice they're a little sweaty, both of them, but that's it. Now, mind you, these horses are only about 3 feet high.
So when you say dwarven ponies, you don't mean like the ones that Tarsik breeds, but actually like a dwarf breed of pony.
A dwarf breed of ponies. Yes. They're very small. They're only like 3 feet tall.
Are there any markings on the tack, reins, whatever?
Nope, it's just straightforward leather.
It's almost like it'd be a cart for gnomes.
I'm gonna suggest Morven get off of his horse, tie it to the back of this cart, get this cart turned around, and let's get down the road to see if we can find out where it belongs. Because I think Morven's the one that can probably ride in this cart. Is that from my understanding?
Yeah, Mobin would be able to ride that cart easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the
Yeah. Why
shortest-
don't we tie your horse to the back? You know, you're probably getting tired of new horse anyways. Give you a rest, drive the cart, and let's see where it came from.
I get off, I'm kind of walking like John Wayne.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my stones, my stones.
Listen here, Pilgrim.
Okay,
I'm
So,
gonna get on the cart.
so Mobin gets in the cart, and Mobin, you haven't noticed that, it's a little small-ish, but it's not a bad fit.
Why don't we get his cart? Why don't we get the cart turned around? His horse attached to the back.
You're going to attach Mobin's horse to the back of the mini cart, or are you going to attach Mobin's horse to the cart?
Our
Or-
cart.
It's up to Movin.
Why not attach it to the cart that I'm?
Oh, you're gonna hook up to your cart that you're in?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be my inclination.
Okay. So you guys keep heading the way you were going, but now you've got this little cart.
Yep.
This little kitty cart with little kitty horses.
I shall call them mini horsies.
Okay. So as you're going down the road, just ahead, you see what looks like two bumps or humps in the road.
Uh-oh.
And
All right.
it's in the shady area of the road where there's a bunch of overgrowth and trees. And so all you can make out is it's possibly two bodies laying in the roadway.
I think we should pull up and let one of us advance to check the bodies, or check to see, make sure it's not a trap. I didn't mean to check the bodies. I misspoke.
Okay.
We'll stop and I'll get out my
Oh,
my sling and some rocks just in case.
And I am peering across the countryside to see what I can see. Any other movement or shapes or anything in the area.
Okay.
I guess I will. I'll go out in advance to make sure to spring the trap or see if it is a trap.
Okay. So no one else is gonna go with Wade to see if
I'll go with Wade. I got his back.
okay.
Who's our archer?
Well, Mobin, but he's not really good with his bow just yet, so he's gonna use his sling.
Okay, sorry.
That's
All
okay.
right.
Okay, so
I mean, I don't know how well I'm trained on it yet.
you're not. You just started practicing with it. So Baldric and Wade, the dynamic duo, go forward, and you see two very small halflings.
From horseback, do they look like they're dead?
They look dead.
All right. And this is in a shaded area, you said?
Uh-huh.
And we're shaded by trees?
Yes.
I look up.
And you see both of you? Okay. So you both look up and you see nothing in the trees.
Switch to infravision.
I was just going to ask if we could see tracks on the ground or if Baldric can see tracks on the ground.
This is a very well-traveled road. So there's tracks everywhere. But you do see the distinct track of the cart because it's so small that it's obvious, and it's kind of narrow. So you do notice.
But what about off the tracks, off the track of the road?
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
And do I see anything in the area, in the distance, off to the side?
No.
All right, I'm gonna get off my horse and check the bodies, roll the body over.
Hey.
See if either one of them are alive.
You see that it's a male and a female, and they are both very much dead, and both of them have what looks like a small dart protruding from their chest.
I'm gonna relay that back to Baldric if he didn't already see that.
Well, Baldric could see that there was something, but he didn't quite know what it was. Yes.
All right, I let him know. I want to check the trees. I want to scan. I want to get back on my horse and at least search the general area to make sure that we're not going to be the next victims of somebody throwing a dart or using a blow dart on us or something.
Okay. And so roll a saving throw versus wisdom.
Oh,
You got this.
3 6-siders or a 20?
A 20, please.
Okay. Yep, less than my wisdom.
Yep.
Wisdom's 12. I rolled an 8.
Okay. All right. You see nothing.
Fantastic.
I see nothing.
You see nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm going to go ahead and
I'm
get
gonna
off.
I'm gonna wave our people in. To get closer.
I'm going to kind of get off the horse too and just sort of walk around the edges of the road, look for any signs of tracks or anything around where they were.
All right. Roll a saving throw versus wisdom.
Oh, well, a 20 is not going to do it.
Nope. All right. You see nothing.
Looks like a bunch of grass over here.
That's tree bark there, Baldric.
Yeah. He wipes his eyes. It's allergies. I'm sorry.
You're
Okay.
still talking to a tree.
Oh, where are you? Hang on a second.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the rest of you, I assume, come forward since
Yeah, I'm gonna wave him in.
Wade waved you in.
Yeah. Brenner will look around.
Okay.
We don't have a shovel. We don't have a shovel, do we?
No, you do not have a shovel.
We need to bury these little people. Or do we take them back to? Give me a second. I'll have it in a second.
Amp Hill.
Waterdeep.
Amp Hill. Your guys.
Anthill, yeah, thank you.
All right, how far are we from Amp Hill?
You're only about a half an hour from Amp Hill.
Okay, so we should probably just.
Well, no. We're half an hour from Waterdeep.
No,
No,
This is the third hour. We left from Amphale and
we were at Tarsix.
You were at Tarsix.
oh, that's right. Tarsix is a Waterdeep, not an Amphale. My bad.
Tarsix is north of Amp-Hill.
Yes, Tarsix is just north of Amp Hill.
Never mind.
You get at Amp Hill, but you're heading to Waterdeep, but you're having to go through Amp Hill to get there first.
My bad.
Probably.
No big.
But-
So if we're about it, you said
Far.
half an hour and a half. We're that close to Amp-Hill. Let's put these little bodies on their cart and take them into town so that they can get buried properly.
Oh, I like that a whole lot better than digging a grave.
And notify the sheriff so they can
Yes.
take a look into this.
Yes.
Notify the local authorities.
Okay. So, you guys are going to put the bodies into the little tiny cart?
Yep.
Okay.
And
So-
we're not going to touch the darts.
Okay. So, you pick the bodies up, you put them into the cart, into the back of the cart, and Mobin continues to drive the cart. Renord,
Baldric, how much silver did you find?
I actually didn't. We didn't fleece the bodies.
I think we should just leave them the way they are.
Well, it might be nice to see if they have enough money to pay for their own burial, but
So, are you gonna search the bodies? Really?
No, I won't. I can tell that it's Wade is not comfortable with, so I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Allow
Okay.
me. I stop the cart and go in there and search the bodies.
Okay.
And you call me crass.
Mobin, do you really search the bodies?
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
That is, dude. That is like, is that your final answer on the game show? You realize that, there's nothing good that's going to come after that out of the GM's mouth after that.
When the DM says,
Yeah, it's like,
is that what you're really going to do?
he's giving you an opportunity to say, well, maybe not.
You know, you played with me enough years, Mark. I love you, but okay. So saving throw versus dexterity.
Probably
I
lucky
go
we didn't get
check
in
the
trouble by
bodies.
putting them into the cart.
I go check the bodies.
What'd you say?
I said I go check the bodies.
You check the bodies. Yes. Saving throw versus dexterity.
Three.
Okay.
Oh, you made it.
Holy crap. Okay. As you're searching their bodies, you feel something firm in the breast pocket. It's very it's firm but very slender.
I carefully take it out.
And once you pull aside the flap of the pocket, you notice that it is a dart tip.
A dart gun.
A dart tip, a metal dart tip that would be inserted into a wooden body of a dart.
Okay, I carefully take it out and set it off to the side.
Okay.
Is there anything else in?
Each one of them has a coin purse, and it jingles.
I open the coin purses.
All right. Saving throw versus dexterity.
Gosh, they're like full on booby trapped.
Six.
They're
6.
full on
Six.
booby trapped.
Okay, so you open the coin purse, and in this coin purse is another tip of a dart.
Nothing else.
There's 15 gold
Damn.
and 5 silver.
I turn the bag out and kind of shake the arrow out, but I don't touch it.
Okay.
And I go to the next one.
Oh, so you're finished with the body?
Well,
You're
still, is there anything else in with the first body?
Yeah. It's the man. It's the male.
Okay. Was that
And-
everything?
You happen to notice that he has a small scabbard, and in it he has a small throwing knife.
I take it out, set it on the floor.
Okay.
Is that everything for the guy for the nail?
you notice that he's wearing some, he's got a ratty kind of jacket, dusty, dirty. He's wearing a shirt that it's a very fancy shirt with a hooded pocket. He had a belt with a scabbard on it, which held the throwing knife, and he's got a pair of rather nice boots for a little guy. But they would be too
Okay,
small.
I go to. Okay, I go to the female.
Okay. And you roll saving throw versus dexterity.
One.
Oh,
How is it the guy that never rolls a 20 is rolling so well?
Only
Or
20
roll-
to save his life.
Yeah. He can't roll a 20 to save his life. I don't think he can roll a 20 to kill himself, but here he's getting it all right. Okay, so you find that between her ample bosom is something that feels hard.
Sorry.
Calm down. Take a drink.
I need a cigarette now. Go ahead.
Okay, so you feel something hard.
I kind of, as gently as I can, take it out.
Okay, you open it, or you take it out, and it's leather. It's a very thin leather satchel, about as wide as a credit card, about as tall as a credit card, and it's got a flap over it, but it's kind of flat.
I open the flap.
And inside, you see 3 more of these dart ends.
I take them and dump them on the cart. Is there
Okay,
anything else in it?
you peek inside, and there is not anything else in there.
I go and kind of, without being a pervert, I'm going to kind of gently see if there's anything like a purse or anything.
There is a small coin bag.
I take it off
Okay,
and I open it up.
saving throw versus dexterity.
Two.
glad we're not in combat right now.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm
Get
just
all
shocked.
these loafers out of here now.
Okay, so you gingerly open the money purse, and you see that there is embedded into the bag 2 dart heads at the mouth of the bag.
Anything else in the bag?
You hear jingling.
So I dump it out on the floor.
Okay, and there are 20 copper pieces, 12 silver, 1 gold.
$12 silver and how many gold?
1.
1, yeah. My brain just farted.
What about copper pieces? You said there's copper pieces in there.
20.
I'm sorry. I Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's like all he heard was there was loot. There was loot. How many was that? Anyway,
So there's 12 silver and 1 gold piece in that female's pouch.
20 copper pieces. Yes.
Okay. So I get back to the. Is that everything that she has?
You see that she also has a scabbard.
But she also has what?
A scabbard. And there's a blade in the scabbard.
I take the scabbard out.
Okay. You undo the scabbard.
Yes.
Okay. And it's a nice scabbard. It's well made. And there's a blade in it. It looks like a dagger. It doesn't look like a throwing knife. It looks like a dagger.
Okay. Is that everything for the female?
As far as you can tell.
All right. I go back to the front. Sit back down. Are we ready to go?
I don't know. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. That whole time, I was watching around us to see if anything popped its ugly head while he was busy wasting our time.
Okay. Did you leave the coins in the bottom of the cart?
And I gather them up and put them in one pouch. Kind of make sure that there's no daggers in it and put it all in one pouch if it fits.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna say this, Mark. I'm shocked that you said after the first one that you wouldn't have said, I would have checked for traps.
Why? I was running pretty damn good. I didn't have to worry about it.
No, I can't believe it either. I was like, I can't believe he got every damn one. Okay.
That's when he would have failed. See, because he said he would have been doing it.
I would have gotten a high number.
Okay. Okay. So you guys get to Amp Hill with no surprises and 2 dead bodies.
We're gonna go talk. Sorry, get a hold of the city guard as soon as we see them, and turn the bodies in the cart over to them and tell them what we found and where we found them.
And the city guard says, "Oh, don't bring that to us. Take it to the sheriff. That's not what we're here for."
I just wanted to make sure you didn't try to arrest us before we got there.
Very well. Carry on.
All right. Where is the sheriff?
Down the tradeway as you're coming in. You guys were there the other morning.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't. It was another.
No, you were.
My alter ego.
That would be what's his name? Garrett.
Silverman.
Garrett. Yes, thank you.
Oh, that's right. We were there. Okay. Sorry. Got it.
Okay. So you make it to the sheriff's office, and who's gonna go in? Who's gonna do what?
I grab the scabbards and the pouch and put it in my horse and unhook it. And put it into my my saddle.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And what's everybody else doing?
Brenner will go in
Okay. So you go into the sheriff's office, and Garrett's not there, but some other young man is there who looks younger, who looks a bit younger than Garrett. Tall fella, slender build, missing a couple teeth, black hair, wearing studded leather and a sword.
Brenner will ask him where the constable is.
He's not available right now. How can I help you? I'm here. I'm filling in until he gets back.
We came across a couple of dead halflings on the way in.
Oh, dead halflings. Wow. All right.
We came across their cart was being pulled by two ponies with nothing or nobody aboard, and we tied up, brought them back towards here, and found their bodies on the side of the road. Both look like they have a dart buried in their chest.
You don't say. And they're right outside.
About half an hour's ride to the north.
But they're outside, you say?
Yes, they're outside. We have them in the wagon. In their
Okay.
wagon.
So he grabs his helmet and puts it on, and he walks out the door, and he looks at him, and he goes, "They were just here for 2 days." What the heck?
Sorry, that was my phone.
That's okay. And the young man's like, "What the heck?" And he's looking at the darts, and he goes, "Is that all you guys found? Was just the fact that they have 2 darts in their chest?"
That's it.
Well, that is an odd one. Well, I'll let the sheriff know. Are you going to be here for a little bit?
No, we were heading to Waterdeep.
Oh, okay. Well, can I take your names, and I'll leave them with the sheriff in case he needs. Are you going to stay in Waterdeep?
No, we're traveling onward to the east.
Well, I want to take your names, and I'll leave them with the sheriff. And then if something comes up and he needs to find you, or question you, he can do so at his own leisure.
Tell the sheriff is the group known as the Travelers.
The Travelers, huh? And he'll know who you are.
He will know who we are.
You're all a bunch of adventurers, are you?
You can tell him that my name is Brenner. I'm one of Tarsik's group.
Ah, okay. Oh, that explains everything.
He will know who we are.
Yep, I gotcha. Okay, well, I'll need you to leave the cart. I assume the cart, you said you found the cart and them, so I'm going to need you to leave the cart and the bodies, and Sheriff's going to want to look at it. I'll just take it around back here, but y'all are free to go do what you need to do.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. And he takes the ponies and wheels them around the back.
We'll head back out and start back on our way.
Okay, so
Do we need to overnight
I
here?
thought we were stopping in for some more provisions, like the map.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we were gonna finish gathering our provisions, and we probably should overnight here and start off early in the morning because we've been on the road for.
just 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even midday yet.
Nope, not even midday. Okay, it is now 5 o'clock. I know that Renor needs to go do things. What we'll do is we'll call it a day here, and we'll pick this up in 2 weeks.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and cancel the stream.